Yesterday evening I had a therapy session and still feeling the effects of the revelations that were made or had. I don't know. Sorry, it's early in the morning. My brain is still trying to wake up, but still feeling the effects of the information that was learned. I mean, my eyes were just open in new information. A new perspective was presented to me that I had never seen. Truths, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Truths were revealed to me, and it really has changed a lot within me just by the revealing of that truth. And that truth was that I have been giving myself conditional love when I thought I was really loving myself and practicing self-love. I was not. And why I wasn't was because I attached my love to all these other accomplishments that I've made, to all of the things that I have. Oh, I love myself because I've done this and I've had this opportunity and I've gotten this job, or I have this home and this car, and I love myself because all of the things that I know I'm going to manifest in the future. Key word, all of the things. My love has always been attached to something. And the funny thing that she asked me a very simple question that wasn't even related to that, and it brought everything into full circle. And she said, you know, were you the kind of student when you were in school that was motivated to make good grades? And at first she made the assumption that I made good grades. She said, I'm assuming that you were, a pretty good scholar, and made really great academic records and all of that. And I said, yes, that is true. And then she proceeded to ask me, well, were you driven to make good grades eternally, or were parents and other outside sources kind of pressure you to make those good grades? And I said, it was eternal. I always pushed myself to make those good grades. And I always wanted to go back and show my mom, oh, look what I got straight A's, I got these grades. And, you know, I was making good grades for such a long time, my mom wasn't even checking my report cards anymore, because she already knew that I made good grades. And I felt like if I can just show people, even my school, and just have this title of making honor roll, right, and being an academic scholar, that would make me look good and give me attention. And my therapist said, so you were searching for the attention of mom or community or whatever to give you that recognition of good job, like. And I realized I have been doing that, and even into adult life, that I have been trying to do all of these things to make me look good and sound good, so that I would be looked at as being worthy by other people, that people would see me as a prize and they would pay attention to me. And this whole time I've been associating attention and recognition with love. That if I can just get someone's attention, if I can just get them to see me and see all of my accomplishments and all of the things that I have manifested, they would see me as being worthy, as being enough, and they would give me their attention, and therefore they would love me. That's how I have subconsciously been thinking and believing. And that was a huge shock for me. All because of a question related to, did you make good grades for internal reasons? Was there an internal force that was pushing you to make good grades, or were you being pushed by other people? And I was doing it to myself. And the intention was to get attention from other people. And I have been associating attention with love. So Leo, isn't it? So Leo. And I remember reading so many, horoscopes and, different things about the signs, about my sign as being a Leo. And the word attention is almost always mentioned. People always say Leos love attention. They need constant attention. And I used to always say, no, that's not me. I don't need to be the center of attention and blah, blah, blah. But no, I have been doing all of these things to get attention. And to me, attention meant love. It meant that I was worthy. It meant that I was something and somebody. And this entire time, I have been telling myself, I love myself. But it's always been, I love myself because I've done this. I do this. I have this. I'm doing this. I'm going to have this. Never, I just love myself. And my therapist told me from now on, she wants me to tell myself every day, multiple times a day, that I love myself in this moment. And I alone, without any attachments, am enough. She wants to get into my mind. She said this to me. She asked me this question. She said, if you were to die tomorrow, and let's say that you never manifested any of your desires, let's say you never accomplished anything, even though we know you have, but let's say none of these changes that you're wanting, or even some of the change that you have gotten, never came to be. Could you still love yourself just as you are? And my answer was no. I have to have something to show that I'm lovable. And so I really want to work on that. And I had said in my mind, I basically apologized to myself for not giving myself unconditional, real love. My love has been with conditions, and it has not been true self-love. And I've been putting so much pressure on myself to do this, to be that person, to accomplish these things, because I needed to have something to show, something to get people's attention, something to make me look good, because that is what made me lovable, and not just me, just being me, just existing as a being made me lovable. So, I'm feeling a lot of different things this morning. I'm kind of somber, I'm disappointed, and I feel a lot of remorse, and just for the way that I have been treating myself, and I'm just so apologetic to myself for not seeing this sooner. But I've also made a promise to myself that now that this truth has been revealed, things are going to change. And the way I go about in life and the way I make decisions and show up in the world will change, because I do want it to be my answer that if the world ended tomorrow, if I died tomorrow and I never manifested anything else, that if I could still love me for just existing in this moment, I want my answer to be